So the project is created. How to create the project? Click here. Click on this stack here. New project. Give a name here and say create. Then a folder is created. The folder name is Python classes. Then on this folder, you right click, new Python file. I'm going to say class 1 and say enter. This is my programming window. If you click on this folder icon here, this will hide. If you want to view it once again, you can click it. I hope this is clear. Click on this button, create a new project. After the project is created, right click here, new Python file. Give one name to that and press enter. This is your window where we can do the coding. If you press this folder icon here, it will hide and hide. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes of the time. Please do it in your system. Please do it in your system and raise your hands. Once you have done, I want you to open the PyCharm IDE, create a project for new project and a Python file. Please raise your hands once done. Okay, now why I chose PyCharm means when we are doing programming, okay, so we are supposed to follow some methodology. So if you go to Google and search as PEP 8, you will get this style guide for Python. So if you click on this, it will tell how you can professionally write the programming. What is the professional way of doing it? This PyCharm will help me to do it in a professional way. For example, if I give a name is my, if I'm going to name a variable equal to, I'm going to store my name in this variable. You can see that some underlining is happening, which means it is not done in a professional way. If you go here, it will say that no new line at the end of that. See, again, it's saying missing white space around operator. So if you do like this is a professional way. But if you write like this is not wrong, but it is not the professional way. What is the professional way? PEP 8 document. You see here, you go to Google, PEP 8 style guide for Python. Instead of reading this entire guide and following it, PyCharm helps me to do it professionally. Then, if you make any spelling mistake, it will underline show that probably there is a spelling mistake. Like that, it will show. Then, if you created a variable, don't worry about how to create a variable, that I'll discuss later. If you created a variable, then if you're trying to use that variable, it will automatically show here the variable which we already created. Just you have to click on this, enter. So no need of typing. Likewise, we have a lot of advantages using PyCharm. There are other IDEs where some more advantages are there. But first you start with this. Then later on, depending upon your expertise, which problem you're solving, which is convenient to you, you can go to Google Colab or VS Code or something like that. There are so many available. That is not worry about that. Now, that is one thing. Next, I hope you are noting it down. You type here python tutor.com. If you go to this pythontutor.com, whatever program you're writing, we can execute it step by step. It is not loading. See, there are so many ways, so many things you can learn. Click on Python. It is slightly slow. You write your program. Then we can see at each step how the execution is done. For example, this program is there. Okay. Don't worry about what these things are. You can type your own program here. Okay. For example, A equal to 5, B equal to 10, C equal to A plus B, print C. This is a simple program. Now, what is happening at each step? We want to know how each line is executed. Go to visualize execution. Now, first step, see, next I press next. Now, in A variable, 5 is getting stored. Now, this line is going to get executed. Next. Now, B variable, 10 is getting stored. Next. In C variable, sum of A and B is getting stored. Next. The value of variable C is getting printed. You can see here. So whatever program you're writing, you can check whether your programming is running according to what you have intended. That is pythontutor.com. Any doubts, clarification in this? So I told you why I'm using PyCharm, and I told you pythontutor.com. Any doubts, clarification in what I showed you? Okay. Now, so whenever it comes to Python, unlike other languages, here we need not explicitly say what variable you are going to use. If you say A equal to 5, Python understands that A is a variable and 5 is a value getting stored into this A. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the topic variables. Okay, so variables. Okay, now this, if you put hash here and type something, this becomes a comment. So if you, for example, you are going to take a name. Okay, name. Don't worry what I'm writing. Don't worry about that. So you want to comment to the reader. You can put a comment here. This line takes the name. So this is a comment which will not be executed. I hope many of you would have done programming already. All those things you know, but what is the syntax in Python I'm telling? So if you put a hash followed by something, then this becomes a comment. Okay, so now what are we discussing? Now we are discussing about variables. So when you different types of variables are there. Now, if you type A equal to 5, okay, the program understands that 5 is the value and stored in this variable A. Now, if you type another thing, for example, name equal to Prakash. Now system understands that name is a variable and in that variable Prakash is stored. Now this 5 is different from Prakash. This 5 is a numerical value and Prakash is a string. Will the program understand? Yes, it will understand. Now let us see. Print, I'm saying what is the type of A. Then I'm saying print type of name, means what I'm asking here, first I stored 5 in A and stored Prakash in name. But I want to know whether Python has understood that A is a value, a numerical value, and name is a string. Let us check it. So in order to execute your program, you should press this button here, play button. You can see here, first line, class int. That means A is an integer. Then name is a string. Without you saying that A is integer, name is a string, Python has understood that A is a numerical value. So A is an integer. Name is a string here. So it will automatically understand. Now, again, you write A equal to Krishna. Now I type print type of A. Now let us see what is happening. Int string string. What has happened here is, first you have given A equal to 5. So A will be integer. That's why integer has come. Later, you modified that A as a string. That's why next time when we are asking the type of A, it is showing a string. So whatever the latest is, it will overwrite it. Now, these variables, whenever you are typing the variables, you have to be very, very careful. First point to be careful is Python is case sensitive. That means capital letter means you should type as capital letter only. Lowercase means lowercase letter only you have to type. Okay. Now, another thing is Python is indentation sensitive. For example, I am put one tab here. This is indentation. It's indentation sensitive. It is indentation sensitive. Case sensitive, indentation sensitive. Okay. Now I'm writing line. You don't worry about that line. Okay. Don't worry what are lines I've written, but I want to show you something. That's why I'm typing this. So you see some keywords I've got here. False, none, true.
The Microsoft Teams open से
So these are 36 reserved keywords that you should not use it as a variable. It will show some error. So there are 36 of them. Okay, false, none, true, and, as, async, await, break, class, continue, define, delete, else if, else, except, finally, for, from, like that. 36 are there. How to get it? If you type these two lines, you will get it. I'm putting in the chat box. Okay. If you type these thing, you will get it. Okay. So variables, how to name the variables? Always try to keep it lowercase. For example, I want to get name. Okay, name. So name, don't make it as name because already some reserved words are there. So don't keep it like this. Okay, for example, number. Okay, if you want to use two words, I can use like this. See, first underscore number. This is one variable equal to 5. Then second underscore number. So Python understands that first underscore number is a variable and you are storing the value 5 in that first number. Similarly, second underscore num is a variable and you're storing 10 in that variable. And it also understands that first number, second number are integers. Always use meaningful names because the reader has to understand what you are trying to do. Simply if you write a equal to b equal to c equal to, we will not easily understand what you are trying to communicate. If you say first number, second number, sum equal to first number plus second number, easily we'll understand that this is a program to make sum of two numbers. Okay. Okay. Now printing is very easy. You do a print and, for example, name you have taken. So strings you should always put in single quotes or you can put double quotes. Anything is fine. This is also fine. This is also fine. But remember, strings should be within quotes or single quotes. Now I want to print this. So print what variable you want to print, just put it there. Then execute the program. So the output is shown here. So whatever I taught to you, I give you 5 minutes for practicing that. All of you put your hands down. Once you complete it, then raise your hands. 5 minutes to, to assimilate what and all I've told you. Try it out. So 6:31, try it out. Even if you know it also, you please try it. Make it as a practice that you have to practice as many times as possible so that you will become expert. Just 5 minutes I will give you. Just check the keyword also. For getting the keyword, you have to type here import. I'll tell you all these things, but as of now, you can blindly do it. Keyword, then print keyword dot kw list. Then if you run the program, you will get the 36 keywords which are already there, which you are not supposed to use it. These are all those words. Please try it. Once you complete it, all of you please raise your hands. Once you completed, I'll give you 5 minutes for practicing this. As I told you, please keep a notebook and write it. Even if you know, you write it. I'll wait for another 2 minutes so that everybody becomes confident. If you're finding anything difficulty, you can send WhatsApp message. I will check it. Okay. If anybody has not joined the team, you can put the um, registration number. Somebody is this error is because see import keyword K capital. You have put K capital. This should be smaller case. I told you it is case sensitive. Okay, I think majority of you have completed, so we shall proceed. Don't what I want you to do is if you have any doubts, I want you to put it in the chat box, please, because I will not go to WhatsApp. That will distract me. Okay, you should put it in the chat box here and send it. I will see that. Okay. If your environment is silent, then you can unmute and speak. If your environment is noisy, please don't unmute. If it is silent, you can unmute and speak. No problem. I am going to proceed further. Okay. Now the like data types. We have certain data types like integer, then we have string, then we have float, then we have boolean. First we will discuss these first. Okay, what are these? Are data types. You already may be knowing, but anyway, I'll explain. So 1, 2, 3, all these things are integers. Then if you have 1.1 or 3.7, this is float. and any text. These are all strings. These are the data types that we will be seeing. Other things also there we will see later. Okay. Okay. So next is this is Boolean. See here, this Boolean is true or false. These two keywords. Okay. True and false are called as Boolean. And you see how I written it is capital T, capital F. If you change it, that is not correct. Because I told you repeatedly, I'm telling you, Python is case sensitive. Okay. So these are the strings. Okay. Now, if you if you take a variable, for example, number underscore 1 equal to 10. So you know that number underscore 1 is an integer. Okay. Now, if I write name underscore 1 equal to within quotes, name underscore 1 is a string. Now, name number underscore 2 is a float. Then Boolean we will see. Okay. We will see true, false that we will see. Now, if you want, we can test it by saying print type of name underscore 1. Print type of number underscore 2. Let us check it. Print and see. See, name is string and number underscore 2 is float. So name underscore 2 is float. Okay. Now, these are all you are directly assigning a value or a string to the variable. Now, if you want to get it from the user, how to get it? For example, I want the user to type his name. Name equal to, I want the user to give the name. So I'm saying input, open bracket. If you give it like that, it's fine. But professional way is to tell clearly what you want. So within this input parenthesis, you put quotes and you say enter the name. Let us run this program. So this is going to prompt the user to tell the name, to type the name, and whatever the user types will go and sit into this name. Let us run this program. See, it is saying enter the name. So I'm going to turn. That's all. It has come out of the code because there is no other line. Okay. So see how I'm doing it professionally. Enter the name colon space. And I want to print this name. So print what I want to print, the variable name. What is this? See, it is asking enter the name. See how the cursor is coming one space after the colon because I have given one space here so that it looks more professional. Now, if I press enter, that name that we have given will be printed. You see, this is the printed. Now, let us make it more professional here. See, I'm going to add a text before the variable. I'm putting a text. This is the name which is entered. Put one comma followed by the variable name. Now type, it will ask the name. I'm typing the name, enter. See, this is the name which is entered, Rama. So here you can see that whatever I want to print extra, I am putting in within quotes. Either you can put single quote or you can put double quote. but don't mix them. Followed by a comma and the variable. Now see, one more thing I'm doing. Enter the name 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm expecting a string, but I gave in a numerical value. See what the program is doing? This is the name which is entered 1, 2, 3. What is this? We gave a string and it is printing number. The thing is, whatever input the user gives will be stored as a string only. So if I enter 1, 2, 3 here as a name, that 1, 2, 3 is nothing but string. How to know? Let us see. Print type of name. Even though we enter number, it will show it as a string. See, this is a string. So whatever the user enters, it will be a string. So we have to do something called as typecasting. That means if you know that you are going to get a numerical value, you have to typecast the input. So for example, I am going to get the age of the person. Input, enter. Enter your age. I know that age will be a numerical value, but whatever user enters will be a string. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to typecast int of. So whatever input I am getting, one minute, something happened here. Okay, so age equal to int. I'm going to convert everything which is entered as input. So this is the syntax for getting the input, and age equal to int will convert whatever is entered into int. Now I'm going to write print the age which is entered is then print the type of variable is type of age. I hope you're understanding these 3 lines. What I'm doing is I'm getting the age. So whatever, so the syntax for getting the input is input followed by parenthesis, and within the parenthesis you have to tell what you want to get from the user. Then whatever I'm getting from the user, I'm converting to int, because I know age is an integer. And I know that whatever is inputted by the user, Python will understand as a string. So I'm converting that. That process is called as typecasting. Then I'm printing that age. For that, I'm using a sentence before that, comma, the variable age. Then I want to check whether age is an integer. So I'm typing again one more sentence here. This is not necessary. Even if you don't write this, it will work, comma, followed by type of age. So I'm entering the age, say 41 or 42, enter. The age which is entered is 42. The type of the variable is integer. This process is called as typecasting. We have seen what are all the variables. What are variables? Then data types. Primarily, we'll be dealing with integers, float, string, and Boolean. Already you people will be knowing what is integer, what is string, what is float. Boolean is true, false. Some more data types we will be seeing later. That is later. I hope you understood. So what I want you to do is in another 5 minutes is get the name of a person, get the age of the person, and type in one sentence. The name of the person is this and his age is this. Like that. Can you try it and do it? All of you put down your hands. Once you're done, you can raise. 5 minutes I will give you. All of you put down your hands. Once done, you can raise your hands. I request you to write the notes, practice along. Even if you know it is no problem, please try it once. If you get doubts, you go to the chat box here and type it here. I will try to clarify. Don't send WhatsApp message. I will not see WhatsApp because it is distracting. Okay. Whatever we have practiced, variables, then sir, what to do if we want to print the variable value of the variable in the middle of the print statement and not at the end? Okay. That also I will explain. Please listen, all of you. 1 minute, stop your work and listen. That is called something else as F strings. So what you have to do is, so same thing, I'll write in a different way here. Print, put one F, single quotes or double quotes. Okay. Then you type the age that you have entered is, put chain brackets and type the variable name here. See, the age that you have entered is this. Then you belong to child category. See how I'm printing the variable here. This is called as F string. There are many ways, but this is the standard people use. I also use this. Put one F in the front followed by quotes. Then you type your whole sentence and close the quotes. Then wherever you want a variable value to be printed, there you put this curly brackets or flower brackets, and within that brackets put the variable name. Now let us print it. Suppose the age is 12, enter. See here, the age that you have entered is 12. You belong to child category. I hope the doubt is clear. If you have any such doubts, you can paste it here. If I know, I will explain. If I don't know something, I will refer back and explain to you. Please practice all these things. I'll give you 5 minutes. All of you, at least 50 to 60% should complete it. You practice it. Practice it here only. Please take notes. Be sincere. If you learn this subject, this 7 days, if you are very sincere, I tell you, one of the subjects will be very easy in your future because somewhere in your curriculum, Python coding is going to come. For example, mechanical, second semester, Python coding is there. RAE, third semester, Python coding is there. EC people, somewhere you will study Python coding, introduction to Python. Somewhere you will learn this course. All your data science courses, data science or machine learning, all the places you are going to use Python. So 7 days in your vacation, you can be ready for your subjects. Any doubts if you have, please post it in the chat box. If you have any difficulty, if you're getting an error, Please post in the chat box. I'll give you 2-3 minutes more. Get the age of the person. Get the name of the person. Print one sentence. The entered name is this. The entered age is this. Use F string. Best use F string so that you'll get used to this. Up to 7 o'clock, if you completed others, you have the freedom to get sample questions from ChatGPT, Google, try it. Okay. You can also start practicing, like I think Geeks for there's one website I'm typing in the Geeks for geeks.org that you can try. You can practice sample. See, everything I don't know. I'm trying to give maximum for you. If you know something new, I can also learn from that. He wants me to explain the F string once again. I will do it here. Please listen carefully. Even if you understood, no harm in listening to once again. For example, I want to get the name of a person. So name equal to input, enter your name, put colon space to make it more professional. Okay. Age underscore child. Okay. Equal to int, because I know age is going to be integer. Input, enter your child's age. So I'm going to get the name of the person, take the his or her child age, adult age, and I'm going to sum that up. Yes, and I want to print this detail. See here, print, open bracket, F, put one F, single quote. Then your name is, I want the name to be printed. So open the flower bracket. Within the flower bracket, you type the name variable. Then comma, the sum of your age and child age is, open flower bracket, sum. Please listen carefully here. Name is a string, so directly I put here. age underscore child. I know this is going to be an integer, so I'm typecasting as an integer. Adult age, that also I know it is going to be integer. I'm going to typecast it. Then I'm summing both the ages. Now, how do I print? So f string I'm using, your name is, I want to print what is stored in this variable name. So put that variable name within the flower bracket. Then sum of the age and the child ages. This value stored in this variable sum has to store here. Let us run the program. Name is Krishna. Enter the child is 20. Father age 50. See here, your name is Krishna. The sum of your age and child age is 70. I hope this is clear to the person who has asked the doubt. Is that clear? F string. Is that clear? Please try it. You can try the same program. Once again, you try it. No harm even if you know. Don't see what I'm doing and think that you also know. You have to put it into practice. For example, you see here, there's a small difference here. I first tried putting on single quote. See, this will throw error because there is one single quote here, single quote here, single quote here. This is all creating confusion for Python. So I replace the single quote with double quote. And here one double quote. In between, I can use single quote, no problem. But we cannot mix up one more single quote. If I put it will get confused. So see this line very carefully how I written. I used single quote as well as double quote. But the closing is double quote. If I start with a single quote, it is going to confuse this single quote and this single quote, or this single quote and this one. It is going to confuse. So we should not confuse the compiler. All of you, please raise your hands, those who completed. Those who completed, please raise your hands. You have to practice here. Don't think that I will listen now, later on practice. No, now only you should practice. Rahul V, Joshi Sriveda. Okay, I think majority have completed. We shall proceed further. Okay, so we have discussed variables, we have discussed data types, then we have discussed input, we have discussed print. This much we have discussed. Now when we are getting some values, okay, for example, the name. Okay, so when we are getting the name or any text strings, we want to make sure that the user gives in lowercase or uppercase. We can type it here. Rather than typing it here, enter it as a capital, enter it as lower, we can use some methods in Python. It is called as methods. Okay. For example, I enter the name in random way, but I want the program to understand lowercase. So I should put dot lower open close parenthesis. So whatever the user enters as a name, it will be converted to lower. Like this, we can say dot upper. This will make whatever you have entered into capital letters. So let us see. So print name underscore 1. See how I'm giving the input now. So enter your name. I'm putting capital R-A-M-A, Rama. Then enter your second name. I'm putting K-R-I. See, assume I accidentally put the caps on and typed. Now the program should not show through error. Understanding that user will give some way, I have to understand properly. That is why this has been done. Now you see how it prints. If I give enter, see Rama and Krishna. Rama, everything has become lowercase because I told how it should be stored. So whatever the user is inputting, convert it to lowercase, store it into name. Then second line, whatever the user is giving, convert it to uppercase, store it into name underscore 1, and I printed it. These things are called as methods. Dot lower, dot upper. We will be seeing what is this methods, how to use it and all. Later on we will be seeing. Okay. Now, now whatever we have got it, one name we are getting right, that is called a string. And string is indexable. What do you mean by indexable? That means if I enter the name Rama, then R is stored in 0th place, A is stored in first place, M is stored in second place or index. Likewise, it stores. So if I say print name box bracket 2, okay, assume that I'm going to enter a value name Rama. So this will print 0, 1, 2. So at the second index starts at 0. At the second index, we have M. So that will be printed. Let us see. Enter the name. Rama. See, the second index letter is name. So let us type here, put F string. The second index letter is. So now let us type a different name. Krishna. See the second I. Second means not 0, it starts 0, 1, 2. At second index, we have I. This is called as indexing. We can get a set of letters also. For example, if I say, let us remove this, this is not required. Name 2 is 2. That means starting from index 2, whatever is there, you print. So let us type here. So at index 2, we have A. Starting from A, it is going to print everything. Let us see. See here, Akash. This is called as slicing. So 2 is to 4, I will put. 2 is to 4. AK. That means start at 2, end before 4. That means 2 and 3. So we have AK. Okay. 1 minute. Hello. Hello. Okay. I hope you understood. This is called a slicing. For example, if I put 2 is to say, for example, 6 and one more 2. So it will start at 2, go up to 6. That means 5 in the increment of 2. That means 1, 2, next letter, 1, 2. So for example, if I change it, let me put 8 here, I should get H also. See, AAH. That means it's starting at 2. Next one, it will skip, it will print, skip, print. Up to what? Up to this 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1. This is called as slicing. This I told the index 0, 1, 2, 3. If you start from the back, it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So let us type here as minus 1. So what I should get is this A I will get. It's starting the reverse. So if I put Prakash, I will get H. See here, I got H. So if I put here, this means I will start at H and go in the reverse direction. So this entire word will be reversed. For example, you see here. No. This will print the word in reverse. Okay. Is to minus 1. Sometimes I make mistakes. Some syntax, everything I cannot remember. See here in the reverse. So this is called a slicing. You can search the internet slicing. Many times you will be using the slicing method. Okay. So I told you index and slicing. So if you want a particular, or I can say, for example, I'm going to enter a name and I want to count the letters. So I can say print name dot count. Dot count is the method. What I want to count A. So in the variable name, I am going to count the occurrence of A. Okay. So for a string, there are a lot of methods. We will see one by one. Everything we cannot remember. Based on application, we will use it. See here. Here it has counted these 2 A's and entered 2. Now, if you want to join two strings, for example, name underscore 1 equal to input, enter your second name. Now I want to print the first name and the second name. So print name, comma, name underscore 1. Join it together means I will just put here plus. This is not the addition plus. This is called as concatenation. Let us see. Print Krishna, Rama, Krishna, Rama. You see, this concatenation has happened, but there is no space here. So how do I add space? Put one more plus here. Rama, Krishna. See here with space. This is called as concatenation of strings. But if, for example, now let us see now. See here, name 12. This also is dead. Is this correct? Is this correct? This is correct because 12 is understood as a string. Now, if I say this as age and typecast it, now will this program run? Will this program run? Try it. You try it and see. I give you 5 minutes for 5 to 7-8 minutes to do what and all I did. If you are getting error in this program, correct the error. All of you put down your hands. I give you 5 minutes to practice all those things. What is that? String indexing, string slicing, then joining of the strings. I give you 5 minutes. If you have any doubts, please type it here. If you want me to explain something, please type it here. So I'll address these comments here, sir. How to print first four letters with two increments in the reverse order. So when you say first four letters means how it is. First four letters means starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, right? You are saying last four letters? See, name one is, it is valid only. Name one is valid only. For example, you see here. See the here you can see that name one is valid. Okay. Name underscore is also valid. Name one is also valid. You can use numericals as part of your variables. That is not an issue. Sir, what to do if we don't know the size of the string, but we wish to do the string slicing from first till the second last index? So if you don't know the string, for example, this string, you want to slice it up to the second last. So open bracket, okay, starting from 0, okay, -2. -2 is the second thing, right? SH. I hope we will get it. Let us see here. So we should go up to -1. That means it will stop here. Stop at yes. See here, we started with 0. We have gone up to second last letter. Actually, H is -1. So before 1, it will stop. Before -1, it will stop. Then, sorry, the last one. Okay. Last four letters. Let us, first time I'm going to try this last four letters. Let us see. So our logic is last four we want. We should start at -1. So last four we want. So minus and what is that? With two increments. So we should start. So last four we want. So minus is 2, 2, -1. I'm trying this first time. So K, it is in the reverse, right? You want it in the reverse, right? Yeah. It's in the reverse. KASH is got printed. So this one is for reversing. No, we HSAK. This is not right. This indexing is wrong. So this will reverse it. And we want, how do you want it? You want it last four letters. We want only last four letters and the index. So this is the first time I'm trying this. So I'm just trying. Showing an error. Okay. I'll check upon that and tell you. Sorry, I'm not getting it. I'll check upon that and tell you. Any other doubts? Okay. Some next topic I would like to discuss is the operators. We have different types of operators. I'm going to discuss operators. So what is this operators? We have different types of operators. First thing which I'm going to discuss is mathematical operators. So that is very easy. Already you'll be knowing. Plus, minus, okay. Then division, then multiplication. Then you have something called as floor division that I'll put here. These are the regular things that you already know. Then you have floor division. That means you will get only the quotient. Then you have percentage, that is called as modulo. This is floor division. This is modulo. This will give you the remainder. Then if you want to, for example, 2 raised to the power of n, that means you have to put star star. That is exponent. Example, 2 star star 3. This will give you a value of 8. Okay. Then anything you know which I missed? Okay. Floor division. Okay. These are for mathematical operators. So we have other operators like comparison. Comparison operators. Okay. Like less than, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Then we have equal to equal to. That means when you want to compare, for example, you want to check whether the value of a equal to 5. So we will put a equal to 5. That means you are asking whether a is equal to 5. That is why you have to put equal to equal to. Then you have not equal to. These are all comparison operators. Then we have logical operators and or logical operators and or. Then we have identity operators. Is and not is. Okay. Then we have something called as in, not in, membership operators. Okay. It's called membership operators. In, not in. So in our programming, we'll be using all these things. Okay. So as we go into applications, we can find. Okay. So mathematical operators, you already know plus, minus, divide, and star for multiplication, double slash for getting floor division. Then we have percentage symbol for getting modulo, that will give you the remainder. Then double star for raising to the power n. Then comparison, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to for comparing. Then not equal to, logical operators and or, identity operator is, not is. Then membership operators in, not in. So what I want you to do is, okay, go to the Google, find out how BMI index is calculated and write the program. And you see whether you are successful or not. All of you drop your hands and write a program to calculate the BMI index of a person. So you should get the name of the person. The formula will involve weight and height. Then you should say your name is this and your BMI index is this. Like that you should tell. You can go to the Google and find out what is the formula for calculating the BMI index. Take the name of the person, the weight of the person, the height of the person, and tell what is his BMI index. You can use the operators which I told here. By the time I will type one student's doubt, I'll try here getting the last four letters. Just I'm trying. You can practice on your system. Jitesh, I'm not sure. I will try to find out. Okay. I'm not getting the logic. I will find out and tell you. All of you